Hi, I'm Cesar Santos and I want to share with you this little sketchbook that I've been working on for 3 months since we moved from America to Florence. This will be my last video from this Airbnb room that we've been living, me and my wife, together with my little sketchbook and some luggage, the only things that we brought from America to Florence. Soon, we're gonna be moving into our new studio home and I'll be putting in all my art antique collection. So right now, don't judge too much the art around me. It's just brought to you by Airbnb rooms. Anyways, wanted to share a little bit of my inspiration during this transitional period of 3 months looking for a house, adapting to this new world. As you can see, this sketchbook is just a regular notebook that I got from Vale, what do you call the places in Italy that you bought this? Cartoleria. I told myself to take a break from art during this transition. So basically, I just got a little notebook to write important stuff. I'm always kind of looking for inspiration, so I would jot them down here as a memory. And I didn't have any of my tools with me because they're all being sent. So I told myself to take a break and not work for a while. So I got myself a guitar, started practicing some guitar, but one night I started to just go with the pen that I was writing, that I was using to write these notes, and start sketching this room just as a memory. From there, a new love fell upon me with line work and with very organic and curved lines, and how I could, with a pen, a very uncomfortable tool for me at least. I mean, I never used pen before with such passion and intensity because I wasn't used to it. I'm like, you cannot erase it, you cannot shade kind of thing. It's always this kind of continuous line. Since I like to adapt to my tools, I decided why not belong to this tool? Why don't I submit my art to the capabilities of this pen? So with the sphere, it's a ballpoint pen, I started drawing and sketching, experimenting. So I did my first drawing of this room, put my guitar, the laptop, some cushions, some little mess. Actually, this was the painting that was behind me, and shoes. So, I mean, just freely going through, scanning the room, keeping it as a memory, trying to bring those good vibes into the page. It was at night, so it was kind of dark and kind of low resolution, and I wanted to create a little bit of the mess that we had in the room as we were just adapting kind of camping mode. Then I got myself some other colors, and I got a red pen and did a portrait. I put the little highlights there with the white out. We learn a lot of straight lines in school, a lot of construction, but in nature, everything goes flow through the forms. It's a beautiful thing to experience how everything is interconnected. And that's the advantage of using the ballpoint pen. I'm missing here a drawing that sold, so I took it off this sketchbook and framed it and shipped it to the collector. Pretty much this was a philosophical transition because I believe that art should always be an exploration. You should never take anything for granted and continue doing it in a systematic way. I know the way I teach it is like that. If you want to learn from me, there is a website that you can go and then you see me teaching. But that's only if you need to kind of have a different perspective, you know, looking at someone else doing it. I believe in not relying on a system, because then the art will become formulaic like that and it will become predictable. This pen came to me at a time that I wasn't expecting even to draw. So I felt freely in it with this lined paper, a reaction to what I was looking at. I guess all that comes together almost subconsciously, and then the drawing develops from there. I also did a portrait of Angel from the Angel Academy. He's the founder of the Angel Academy. I did it in blue. I don't know why. I had the blue pen, wanted to try another color, and kind of wanted to do it like this. It's kind of like an homage to him because he was the guy that initially gave me that trust that I could rescue some of these old principles. When I came to study here, I was kind of empty. I had no idea if I had the talent to learn these techniques and to be able to paint the world as I feel it. And in a way, he was a very strong figure, inspiring me to continue this path. Oh, on Valentina's birthday, April 7th, I did a little sketch. This wasn't finished, but I think if you're feeling the lines, there is no beginning and no end. You just stop when you have done enough. So we can see a sketchbook as a journal to put down ideas and memories. So once you look back, you have some evidence kind of what was going through your mind at that time. And that playfulness has to stay there. Sometimes we approach it more seriously if we want to find something out. Sometimes just ideas, sketches, fun. I almost took it like a signature. You know how when you sign your own, signatures, you go freely like that? Well, that's kind of the idea with these drawings. It's just going up and down through the thing, almost like a signature, your own point of view and expression. This is a little sketch I did from Piazzale Michelangelo, overlooking Florence. It's a beautiful scenery there. And I just wanted to grab it and get that memory. It's hard not to make a scene such as this one kitschy, because Florence is very famous to get a lot of portraits done by artists. But I just wanted to do my own version of it and leave it kind of abstract. The drawings, I started from the back end of the notebook. In the beginning, I just had writings and ideas. I opened the first page and it was funny. It asked me for the name, my last name, and then it says subject, and I put life. I don't know what was gonna happen. School is nature. Address, I put any. Basically, it was asking me to put an address in a moment that I'm pretty much homeless. My cellular cell phone, but it's mobile, but it's funny because I don't know do you use it like that, cellular? On the cell part, I put yes throughout the body. My email address and notes. What did I put in notes? Just sold all we could in the States. 3 cars, 1 motorcycle, 1 house, many paintings to move to Italy, Florence. All right, that was the end of that. But then after that, I put some of the musical notes and some little things that I was learning in guitar. Maybe I have a chance. My first song here, I learned it in Italian to commemorate my new country. So I have to embrace it and become, because I'm from the world. We're not just from where we are born. I know we are meant to repeat the name of our country and be proud of it. But if you have bad luck with your countries and you tend to move around, then you belong to the world. And every country can be yours. And that's why I think I'm here learning this Italian song that maybe I put a little bit, I don't know. Lasciatemi cantare, perché ne sono fiero, sono un italiano vero. Let me know if you want to hear the song. I mean, maybe too late now. By the time you say yes, you probably heard the song already. When I hang out with friends and they say something and we talk, and then I come back and think of stuff about it maybe and write. In this case, I remember we were talking about how the school is just a tool, like the training is kind of a tool, and tools are everything if we need them. The moment we need to know about a shadow shape or a color harmony or something like that, yes, those are tools. Our brains are tools too. But if you need them, it becomes the most important thing, and the knowledge of it becomes very important. You cannot disregard it as just a tool when you don't need it at the moment. Beauty cannot be copied. Beauty is a sensation in the mind of the seer. We see stuff that are beautiful, but it's only internally that it exists as beautiful. So when we work on it, we try to do it from that internal point of view instead of the outside of it. And that's why a photograph maybe doesn't grab it as much as an honest drawing. And we can think of this when we look at a beautiful painting. We want to copy that beauty that the artist saw, but our role is to discover our own perception of beauty and to give it then to other people, to not fall for what is already established as beautiful, but to discover it within. And the moment you know it's inside of you, you bring it out, it becomes new to everybody else to enjoy that beauty. Let me go back and show you some other images. This is just like some compositional sketches. I wanted to draw the figure. Sometimes we have this darker kind of more intense moments, so I guess this expression shows a little bit of that. And it's nice to see that every day you feel a little different because we are always new. And it's good to have a pen that will trust you and be loyal to your feelings and just do whatever you're feeling at the moment. So never reject your own self when you're drawing. The foot of Valentina. I put these two tapes here just to crop it. I didn't like the composition being so tall. So I just cropped it a little bit. I made this kind of allegorical image of her sitting down outside, enjoying life, connected, echoing the clouds with her drapery. I went to the Uffizi the other day and did some sketching and wrote, to wake up, you need to be sleeping. So let's learn to daydream and only wake up before going to sleep. Meaning to be in this subconscious mode so we don't worry too much about little things that happen and see life as a nice flow, almost like when we are dreaming. Maybe the wake up is just my drawings, is what reminds me that I was up. Otherwise, I was just daydreaming. So I gotta wrap this video up, but not in the way you're thinking. It's just that we need to get ready to move to our new studio, apartment, home, love. Let's go, Vale.